Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into this Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. For today, we have some special stuff for you guys. I had switched it up a little bit, and my starting off side is going to be Ho-Ho. Darkrai. Of course it's going to be Darkrai when it's a free battle. I know he's just so useful. Like, I just can't find somebody else who's as useful as him other than Smeargle with Dark Void as well. And Rayquaza, shiny, black, and looking all cool. This is definitely Rayquaza's match because Rayquaza is going to use Outrage later on in the match and just start taking out fools one by one. Of course, though, my opponent is faster than me with the Greninja. My Pokemons weren't the fastest out there, so I did take some damage here. He does a massive amount of damage using Hydro Pump with his Greninja right there, so there was nothing else I could do about that but just eat it up. But it was alright. I get two of his Pokemons to sleep, and my Pokemons were able to survive the initial onslaught that he was able to return to me. So now Charizard is asleep and Whitetail is asleep, so that eliminates them as being a problem for me. So literally, that my strategy just outbeats his strategy. So it's not that I always have the strongest Pokemon in the field. It's just more or less the opponents are weakened, like they are asleep, paralyzed, or poisoned. They're gonna be less fortunate than me. I go ahead with a massive Thunder against Greninja, but he's gonna be able to survive just because of the fact that I am not a lightning type of Pokemon, electrical Pokemon with Ho-Ho, so I do not have that extra stab damage that I needed to eliminate him right away. I can't risk letting my Ho-Ho die, so I'm gonna have to switch him out right here, guys. So I just didn't want him to die in this match, so I just said, hey, forget it. Send out the big guns. As you can see right there, he's the big guns. Nothing. I mean, nothing that Greninja could throw at me is going to be able to take out me one hit. So it wasn't a big deal. I go ahead and use Dark Pulse just to get rid of Greninja because he's dangerous, being faster than most of my Pokemon right now. So I had to eliminate him, unfortunately. So next up, what we're going to do next, while the opponents are sleeping, too bad for them, unfortunately, I'm going to go ahead and use Outrage with Rayquaza. I just like how this move looks when he starts it off. It's just like, damn, he's just really mad at you right now, man. Charizard takes a massive amount of damage, then Bad Dreams finish him off. So, it's just how it is, man. Don't go to sleep in front of a Darkrai. It's not going to end good. He's going to put you to sleep, and then he's going to torment you in your dreams. So Whitetail eats some of that too, which is kind of funny as Whitetail is kind of like the dark Pokemon in a sense. It would have been kind of cool that Whitetail was immune to dark damage. I just think that would have been cool. For some reason, if that was his ability, I think that would have been really cool. Next up, we have his home Pokemon. He has some flying Pokemon, which is really cool because I'm one of those people who love all the flying type Pokemon. That's the Pokemon that are hovering, flying. That's the type of teams that I usually like seeing and I like having, but a lot of people don't use them. And the team that he's using right now with the Whitetail, the Talonflame, and the other bird all just flying there is actually a team I used to use before I recorded matches. I noticed you make yourself really open from Rock Slide to Ice Beam and other type of attacks like electrical attacks, but it doesn't matter. I just like how it looks seeing all three Pokemon flapping their wings there, just chilling there. It just looks cool to me. Unfortunately, there's very few Pokemon out there who are resistant to sleep type attacks, so yeah, using Dark Void is going to be an issue against most of the teams. He does a decent amount of damage though, and regenerates some health right there. So my Darkrai might be taking some hits, but he's still surviving perfectly fine. And I get another turn for Outrage because Outrage lasts for a few turns. It takes out Talonflame no problem whatsoever because he has already used up some of his HP before by bad dreams. So there we go. Let's do the tormenting right here. And next up is a move that looks so freaking cool. Look at this, guys. This is a two-turn move. Wait till it happens. Just wait. It looks so cool. Alright, so they're tormented right now, and let's see who he throws out next. And it is, boom, the ape, the fire ape himself. This is a really good Pokemon. Just like Greninja is, they are really decent starters. I mean, I think there's two of the top starters right now. Like, not including the nostalgia effect of, the Charizard, Bulbasaur, the Venusaur really, and, Blastoise. But for newer starters, other than the Generation 1, Greninja and Infernape look really cool, man. Or Chimchar if you want to talk about the first form. Now they're asleep, so they're not an issue for me right now. That is Until, for them, Outrage hits and is going to do a fairly decent amount of damage against Whitetail. And he goes Betty by time. See you later. My Rayquaza does his thing, even though he is confused. Alright, so next up, he doesn't have much choice left on what to do, so he's gonna have to, make a choice and just sit there and just take the hits at this point. Not much else he could do because it looks really cool when you see this. Isn't that one of the coolest attacks you've ever seen? It's electricity mixed with ice. Like, that's just so cool. That's something I expect to see from Yu-Gi-Oh! That was just like, that's just a really cool attack that Pokemon came up with. Quick Call keeps letting me go first, so I'll accept it. No big deal right there. I could have used Nightmare. I could have used anything, but it didn't matter at this point. I was confused. I hit myself, so Rayquaza, unfortunately, takes those hits. What can I do about that? And he avoids the Dragon Tail too. That's the funniest thing. Give him one more turn to survive, and he has to die from the Green Eater on the second turn. That's it, guys. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow with more Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battles. Make sure to check out my giveaway videos every single week. There will be more continuing as you guys keep on wanting them. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and let me know if you guys want me to continue doing those giveaways. So keep letting me know, and I will continue doing them. Make sure you guys donate to help me grow the channel. Alright, guys? Peace out.